Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
I am Untitled Chapter, an ex-Amazon manager turned full-time marketing strategist, and I'm here to say hi to you and the fact that I missed you so much. I know it's been a while and I cannot wait to get started weekly meeting you again on one of my most favorite platforms known as YouTube. So without further ado, let's get right into today's video. Just wanted to let you know that we'll be popping up on your YouTube every single week from now onwards consistently, I promise. And now coming to today's video is about the top 5 most common mistakes I see freelancers are making that are stopping them from attracting the right kind of clients, maybe not even attracting clients at all. It's true. Let's get started. So the first mistake I see is targeting the wrong prospect. I can't say this enough, but someone clearly has to put out content for your ideal clients and not other random people on the internet. Yes, I know your knowledge can benefit so many other people, and I'm not saying that you don't benefit other freelancers. You do. Help your community, but if your goal right now is to get more clients, sales and leads for your own business, then doing so won't help you. You need to start putting out content that is specific to your ideal client or customer. And I know you might feel that, Tejal, this is something that is a repeated strategy. People tell this often. Why are you saying that this is a mistake that you're seeing happening? Because I am. Even today I saw a freelancer put out content for other freelancers.
Damn!
How to do your best discovery call. This is something that for sure works if you are trying to build a community of freelancers, but if you are targeting other business owners, then this type of content is not going to help you. Instead, what is going to help you? Content that focuses on the kind of results you've brought, your processes, your systems, the clients who you want to target, and of course, your portfolio. So to give you a few examples, if you are a content writer, then you can share content pieces that are around the kind of results you've generated for your clients. What is the process? How does working with you look like? And of course, some educational tips and bits here and there about your domain expertise, because you need to appear as the expert in front of them. You need to be the person they want to get in touch with and get onboarded. So for that to happen, you need to share those kind of content pieces, and sharing other freelancing tips here and there is stuff that might get you engagement but will not get you clients and customers. So ensure that this is something you truly start working on, start targeting your ideal customers. My pro tip here would be that whenever you're creating your own content strategy and plan, by the way, if you're not doing that, I highly recommend you do that, because we often forget to treat our business with the importance, with the specificity of what is needed. We get so lost in client projects that our own business takes a back seat, which is not a good way to go about it. So create your own content strategy plan, and whenever you're doing it, choose to step out of your shoes as a freelancer and step into the shoes of your ideal client or customer, and being in their position, you create content or you create a plan on what you would like to see. Being your ideal client, what would you like to see online that would make you say yes right away? Think from that perspective and you'll start winning clients left, right and center. Okay, now that we're done with the first mistake, which is targeting the wrong prospects, let's move to the second mistake, which is not focusing on creating content and growing your own profiles. Yes, I know that you're busy. Like I said at the previous point as well, we are so focused on client work that we tend to ignore the importance that our business truly deserves. And I also know that growing your profile and creating content consistently can be a hard climb, but here are my 2 cents that can make you thousands of dollars. Don't stop creating. Yes, research has shown that if you keep creating content consistently over a long run, it tends to get you way more ideal clients, it tends to get you way more sales and revenue. Creators who are active in growing their own Instagram profile have seemingly more ideal clients coming their way. They generate more sales and more revenues as compared to the dormant accounts. I have seen a lot of freelancers ignore growing or building their personal brand because of the client work, which in turn affects their revenues as well as their reach in the long run. Now, being consistent is important, but don't confuse being consistent with posting every single day. No, you don't need to post every single day to be consistent at producing content. Pick a frequency that works for you, but then make a point of doing that week on week, month on month for years to come. That is something that is going to compound and work on bringing you results for years to come, not just now, but in the long run too. And that is crucial to you growing your own business. You're a business owner too, right? So that is crucial to growing your own business as a freelancer. Now, I know there might be a few reasons because of which you're not able to create consistent content. Identify those and act on it. If you're facing a burnout, take a break and relax. It's okay. It's okay if you have not been posting consistently. It's okay to clear your mind for the next 3-4 days and literally plan this out, because nothing will work out if you are facing a burnout. The second thing is, if you feel that you are not able to manage your time well, then batch create and schedule your content. If you take 2 hours or an hour of every weekend to do it for the coming week, by all means go ahead and do it. Pre-create, batch create, and schedule it. If you're running out of ideas or have a creator's block, again, it's completely normal. Go back to your top performing 5 posts and repurpose them and create new content from the existing content for the coming week. That's something that is totally doable and gives amazing results. And if you're not getting enough sales in spite of doing all of the good work in creating content, then it's time to go back and rework on your strategy. Let's go to the third mistake, but before that, I have a question for you. What comes to your mind when I say the world's most famous global brand for fast food that sells burgers? McDonald's? Did you think of McDonald's? Now, I have a second question for you. What came to your mind when I say the biggest coffee chain across the globe? Was it Starbucks? Okay, great. Now, what is the brand name that comes to your mind when I say food delivery in India? Is it Zomato or is it Swiggy? I bet it was either of these two. Am I right? Now, you may think I'm a mind reader. Let me stop you right there and tell you that no, I'm not a mind reader. These names came to your mind because of very specific reasons. Because when I asked you what comes to your mind when I say burgers in a global fast food chain, McDonald's came to your mind because that is what they've built their brand around. They've niched down and conquered that market. Now, even though McDonald's sells coffees as well, and they're pretty great, I love McDonald's coffee, but when I say a coffee brand that is global, Starbucks came to my mind. That was because they have niched down and owned that space. So if you are not niching down as a freelancer, then you're not owning a space, or you're not creating a space specifically to be the sole expert there. You're instead being generic. Now, if you want your ideal clients to know you for your personal brand and your expertise, just like these big brands, then you need to start asking yourself this question of what is your niche, what is my niche if you're asking it to yourself, and where do my interests lie? My special insight here is that many early stage freelancers feel that if they niche down, they will be lowering or limiting the number of opportunities, the client base, or the scalability of their business. While this could not be far from the truth, the whole point is that when you niche down, you become an expert in a specific domain such that you start owning that domain and you start getting known for that domain. So you'll be able to price yourself better, you'll be able to provide greater results and attract the best of clients when you niche down. And when I say niching down, it doesn't mean that you have to go to your micro niche. It just means you come a level deeper. Like if you are a marketeer or if you are a social media marketeer, choose a platform of your choice. If you are in digital marketing, then you cannot do everything inside of digital marketing. And if you do that, then you're diluting your expertise. Instead, I would recommend pick the field that interests you the most and own it. This is the reason why McDonald's does not sell as many coffees as Starbucks does, because that is not their expertise. So that mistake was not niching down. Now moving on, the next mistake that you're making is creating content. Wait, do you mean, Tejal, that we should stop creating content? Yes, you should stop creating content for the sake of it. And no, you should not stop creating content overall. You should have a strategy. Every piece of content that goes out should be a part of the big picture strategy of what you want to do on Instagram. Every month can have a separate goal, and accordingly your strategy can differ, but every piece of that content needs to fit that particular strategy so that you're closer to achieving your goals. Because otherwise you are doing the effort, you are doing the time, but you're not getting the ROI for it, because your content pieces, even though they might be going consistently, they're not bringing you the results you truly want. So as a freelancer, tell me what your goal is right now. Is it growing your audience? Is it building brand awareness? Is it generating more leads? Is it generating more clients and customers? What is your goal? Because your entire strategy of the content that you produce will be wound around that specific goal, and every piece will work towards fulfilling its part in meeting that overall goal you have. So decide your goals and create a strategy around that. And if you want my help with it, just comment your goal right now for the next month below, and I will share which strategy you should follow for meeting that specific goal. Because remember, creating random content sometimes might even get you the engagement, the followers, or virality, but it does not lead you to achieve the goal that you truly had or you truly wanted to achieve. And that virality may be targeting wrong kind of audiences. When you're random in your thought processes and your content, then the kind of audiences you're attracting is also not aligned to who you want to truly attract. So don't create content for the sake of it, but do create content that is aligned to your overall goal by creating a strategy that works for you. Now moving on, the next mistake that you're making is not defining your services. Now let's imagine you hover over a profile that says digital marketing on Instagram. You open the person's profile, and in the bio you find this phrase written called digital marketing services. Now this might end up confusing you as to whether that person provides copywriting services, SEO, social media marketing, social media management, Facebook ads, organic marketing, content writing. What do they provide? So similarly, this is the kind of confusion your ideal clients face when they come across a profile that does not have any clear services defined. So if I'm talking about digital marketing, like there are hundreds of services that can sprout out from digital marketing. Now I know this mistake is somewhat related to not niching down, but it's more about not communicating about your niching down. So even if you've niched down but you do not communicate it well across your different marketing paraphernalia, including your social media profiles, your website if you have one, your portfolio, and any other place you put out content, you need to ensure that you're clearly communicating of what are the exact services you provide. You don't need to get deeper into each level of deliverable. You can do that if some of your services need to be shared in terms of that detail, but otherwise you can skip it. But it's very important that you clarify and put it out clearly as to what are the services you provide. So make sure your services are well refined and definite to the point, and you are conveying about them fully transparently across your social media platforms. Now is the time for my bonus tip for you, which is about a well optimized profile. A well optimized social media profile can make all the difference between clients reaching out to you or not. And since I shared about the services and the niching down part that you need to communicate, there are other things that you can ensure are optimized in your profile before you start pushing out or start creating content consistently. One of those is your clear logo or your clear profile picture, your purpose, your mission, or simply who you help and how in your bio, a way to contact you, a way to get in touch with you very clearly put out there in front of people so that they can reach out to you via that method. And other than that, ensure that your overall profile flows together and is on brand. With that, we have talked about the top 5 most common mistakes freelancers are making that are costing them real good quality ideal clients. And along with that, we covered a bonus tip too, that is how a well optimized profile can make all the difference for you. So if you were making any one of those mistakes, make sure to stop doing it today onwards. And also don't forget to comment below your goals so that we can work together and I can send you in the right direction when it comes to a strategic content creation process. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you want to refer to the glossary of certain words I used in this video, make sure to check the description. If you like this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, share it with anyone who you might think this will be beneficial for, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Now, if you're interested in knowing more about online business strategy, social media marketing, and entrepreneurship in general, make sure you check out these 2 videos, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.